Sky Network Midnight News. 8 days after Governor Adeleke's pardon, ex-convict rearrested for stealing TV in Osun. A middle-aged man, Sunday Omasakan, one of the ex-convicts granted state pardon by Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke on December 24, 2024, had been remanded in the Klessa Correctional Center by an Osogbo Chief Magistrates Court, sitting in Osogbo, for stealing a plasma television set. The ex-convict, who was number 8 on the list of ex-convicts granted state pardon, returned to crime on January 3, 2025, by breaking into a house in Inudan area, Osogbo, to steal a plasma TV worth N$600,000. A charge sheet obtained by our reporter on Tuesday, count I read this, that Adebayo Omasakan Sunday, M., on the 3rd day of January 2025 at about 12 p.m. at the Al-Medinat area, Cludan in the Osogbo Magisterial District, did break and entered the house of one Shitu Damale, M., and steal one plasma TV valued the sum of 600,000 naira, N600,000, 00K, only. Count 2, that Adebayo Omasakan Sunday, M., and on the same date, time and place in the aforementioned magisterial district did steal one plasma TV valued the sum of 600,000 naira, number 600,000, 00K, only property of one Shitu Damale, M. He was said to have committed offences contrary to and punishable under Section 411, 1, 2, of Criminal Code Cap 34 Volume EL and Section 383 and punishable under 399 of Criminal Code Cap 34 Volume EL Laws of Osun State of Nigeria. 2002. Upon his first arraignment on January 7, he applied for bail, but Magistrate A. Adeyeba adjourned the matter till January 10 to rule on the bail application. In his ruling, the prosecutor, Kayode Adeoye, ordered that the defendant be remanded in Klessa Correctional Center. Collectively, we belong in this country, we are all responsible. As much as possible we cannot in any way rewrite the history, but we can correct some anomalies going forward. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as he meets with the Governor Fabara, Nyesom Wike and Ogoni leaders at the State House and pledges peace, justice and development in the Ogoniland.
And abandon the community. That is not a better option. Collectively, we belong in this country. We are all responsible. As much as possible, we cannot in any way rewrite the history, but we can correct some anomalies going forward. Let us put the grievances of the past aside. It cannot heal the wounds. If we continue to be angry, the oil exploiters have moved on. But I know what to do in the memory of our beloved ones, so that their sacrifices will not be in vain. You and I must work together to achieve this.
Singer Speed Darlington regains his freedom. His lawyer, Stan Alick, who announced this on social media this evening, wrote, "Delighted to announce that our client, Mr. Darlington Achakpo aka Speed Darlington, ACP, has regained his freedom after 2 months of illegal incarceration. For the record, as his team of lawyers, we will be exploring every angle of the law to ensure that he gets justice for his fundamental human right which was deprived of him by the Nigerian police force and for the unfair, unjust treatment he was subjected to. Mr. Achakpo extends his gratitude to everyone who threw in their support and special thanks to my colleagues, Mr. Marshal Abubakar Esq, Bar Deji Adianju, Bar Hamza Nu, Bar David. Freedom cometh by struggle. Governor Sim Fabara, Nyesom Wike, others meet President Tinubu over Rivers issues. President Bola Tinubu has met with Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fabara, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, and the leaders of Ogoni land from 4 local government areas of Rivers State. The meeting took place at the council chambers of the presidential villa in Abuja. On the delegations of the governor and the FCT minister, respectively, were Senators Lee Maber, Magnus Abe, Olaka Nwogu, Chief Victor Jadam, Chief Kenneth Kobani, Monsignor Pius Key, Leadom Mighty, Senators Bennett Barabi, Barry Mpigi, Chief Kenneth Kobani, Professor B. Fakai, amongst others. Also in attendance are some of President Tinubu cabinet members. National Security Advisor, Nuhu Rabadu, Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Bajabiamila, Minister of Information and National Orientation, Idris Muhammad, Minister of Regional Development, Abubakar Momo, Minister of Environment, Balarabe Abbas, Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited NNPCL, Mele Kyari. The specific agenda of the meeting is yet to be made public, but sources in the presidency claim it may not be unconnected to issues of Ogoni cleanup and resumption of oil exploration in Ogoniland. U.S. President Donald Trump's executive's orders. 1. Donald Trump signs executive order overturning 78 former President Joe Biden-era actions. 2. President Trump enacts a regulatory freeze, halting new regulations until his administration gains full control of the government. 3. President Trump imposes a federal hiring freeze, exempting the military and other essential roles. 4. President Trump mandates all federal workers return to the office. 5. President Trump orders all federal agencies to tackle the cost of living crisis. 6. President Trump has officially withdrawn from the Paris Climate Accord. 7. President Trump signs directive to ensure the protection and restoration of free speech across the federal government. 8. President Trump issues directive to stop the weaponization of government against political rivals from the previous administration. 9. President Trump has officially signed a pardon for 1,500 J6 prisoners. 10. President Trump signs a proclamation guaranteeing the state's protection from the invasion at the southern border. 11. President Trump signs an executive order realigning our refugee admission program to better align with American interests. 12. President Trump signs an executive order to protect America from foreign terrorists at the southern border. 13. President Trump signs an executive order designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. 14. President Trump signs an executive order to protect the American people from the invasion at our southern border. 15. President Trump signs an executive order clarifying the definition of birthright citizenship under the 14th Amendment. 16. President Trump signs a proclamation declaring a national emergency at the southern border. 17. President Trump signs an executive order to secure the southern border. 18. President Trump restores merit-based hiring to the federal government. 19. President Trump signs an order creating the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as DOGE. 20. President Trump signs an executive order unleashing Alaska's potential as an energy reservoir for the entire nation. 21. President Trump signs an executive order to keep TikTok alive so that a deal can be reached. 22. President Trump signs an executive order to bring reforms to the federal workforce. 23. President Trump signs a declaration of a national energy emergency. 24. President Trump signs an executive order to hold former government officials accountable for unlawful disclosure of sensitive information. 25. President Trump signs an order to ease the permitting process and other regulations in order to unleash American energy. 26. President Trump withdraws the United States from the World Health Organization. 27. President Trump signs order protecting American United States women from radical gender ideology.